And the next few lines, you're either gonna think I'm really retarded or you're actually gonna understand me. I wake up at 5:30 and go for one because mentally I'm thinking my rival's still in bed, and that gives me such strength. If the list didn't tell you who the fuck I quoted that from, maybe the name will. Iron Mike Tyson. That quote has been stuck in my brain for so fucking long, and honestly, I needed to share that with you. Even just that is just so much fucking benefit. I wake up at 5:30 and go for a run because mentally I'm thinking of my rivals still in bed, and that gives me such strength. As I'm writing the script, as honestly I'm making this video right now because I might even upload this one. If I'm uploading it, hey, what's up, man? So as I'm making this, and as I've written the script that I might occasionally glance to, it's my homecoming night. It's the night where everybody in my school is gonna get together at a shitty dance, and a lot of them are gonna go to after parties after and get shit faced. Some other ones are gonna go to bed. Some girls are gonna get fucked in dresses. And it's my senior year, and it's gonna be my last one. And you know what? Thank God I'm not fucking there. Because every ounce of my mortal fiber tells me I should be here. And I fucking love it. There is something that set me apart. And if you're watching this video, if you've clicked this far and you've listened this far, maybe that's you too. Maybe that is you. Maybe you are different. Hell, just seeing this in your YouTube recommendations probably tells you you are a little different. And if you can make it nearly 2 minutes in without clicking off and looking down at the other videos and other random shit, hell man, you are different. You might be just like me. For most of my videos, I weave in a story. I weave in, like, whatever I'm trying to teach you guys, whatever I'm trying to tell you. I weave in a story that shows an example. That way you guys can relate to me and you can see it happen as I weave this in. For this one, what's happening right now is the story. As I'm saying this, my friends who are not my true friends have gone out and they've had dinner by themselves. These are people I've been friends with since, like middle school, maybe a little earlier. And it's just the three of them having dinner by themselves. And a lot of people feel very jealous about that, but honestly, I feel great. Because I feel great because I've grown to such an extent over these past years as I've made other real friends with my brothers. I've grown to such an extent, rather, that I'm different than these kids. That dare I say, like Homelander, I'm better. I am better. Gotta love that quote. You see, they didn't invite me. And honestly, if they handed me a $10,000 waiver that says, here, look what we did for you, come join us, I would hand it right back to them. And to clarify, these aren't like, I talk a lot about my brothers, my very close friends. These are not them. Those are the real motherfuckers. These are the kind of people that I sit around the lunch table with and would laugh at memes with. And for that, I'm gonna say this in case they're watching this video, and I want you guys to know, dead ass, I'll say this straight to your face, so you know that I'm not fake when I say this on a camera. Y'all are bums, and I'm not about that. I wasn't about that 3 months ago when I made myself sit there. I'm not about it now. What the story is here, what the lesson is that there is so much fucking growth you have when you sit down and you do the work that your purpose lies in, that you want to do. It's going to get you to where you want to be. While other people are sleeping, while other people are playing around, as your competition knows themselves to sleep or gets shit-faced at parties, if you can beat them by literally not doing anything and just sitting still for the same amount of time they waste themselves, you win. Now imagine for the same amount of time that they're fucking around, you're working. If you want to be a professional boxer, you're spending time in the gym, hitting the fuck out of that heavy bag, like pretending to be Mike fucking Tyson. If your goal is to make a shit ton of money, you're out there working, you're out there making these YouTube videos, you're out there selling the courses, you're out there hustling, you're out there grinding. I hate talking about like the grind set, but oh my fucking god, man, I think like sometimes you get to a point where like, man, I kind of see what they get sometimes. This shit kind of fun. But I'm not here to make videos that talk about me. So the rest of this video, I'm going to talk about you guys. And I'm not going to say the word I a single time. Because I want you to be here. And I want you to learn from this. And I want to prove to you that this is about you. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to mention myself. I'm going to mention about how you are going to benefit from this. Right off the bat, the most obvious benefit is career. You're beating the competition. I literally just spoke about this. You are waking up rather than with a goal in mind and a conquest in mind. And as they wake up, they're like, oh man, I must sleep in an extra hour. I bet. You're out there working, you're out there doing harder shit. You're out there beating those lame motherfuckers every single day. Now hold on. Imagine what that's gonna do to your mind. As you make this a habit and you start doing this every single fucking day because you begin to crave it. Think about what happens when your brain starts to accept the fact that you are different and begins to actually kind of support it. And it's like, hey, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Think of the kind of person who stays an hour longer than everybody else, who gets to work an hour earlier and does better work than everybody else. Think of the kind of guy who makes YouTube videos or boxes and does whatever their purpose is while everybody else is out there doing bum shit. Think about the guy who's up until late night shooting hoops because he wants to be a professional basketball player. Think of the guy who's out there suffering every single moment of the day because that's what he'd rather do than waste his goddamn life. What words come to your mind? Do you imagine toughness, character, discipline, some of the strongest wills on the planet, or do you imagine all four together and more? I know I do. Imagine that you want to be that, and I know you do, because if you're still watching this, I know you fucking do. Imagine yourself, and your brain labels toughness, character, discipline, strong will, and more to yourself when you think of yourself. Imagine when people describe you, they say those things. Imagine you walk around knowing damn well you exemplify those characteristics. Imagine what that does to the chemicals in your brain and how you walk around and how you feel and how you just choose to live your life after that. Isn't that powerful? Isn't that life-changing? Isn't that what's going to set you apart? Because let me tell you something. Out of every value and virtue I've described to you, after every single one, sure, it can be applied to a guy who works a little bit more, but it always applies to the greats, to the Churchills, to the Kobe Bryants, to the Goggins of history. It 100 times out of 100, 1,000 times out of 100, it applies to them. So if you want to be great, or you just want these characters to be on you, this is exactly what you need to do. This is your sign to go and do the shit. Keep in mind that most of my audience, you might be different, but most of my audience were, middle-class kids who live a pretty good life. We're not attacked by hunger or sickness or deep, predators coming after us or shit like that, or getting hunted in the night. No, we mostly suffer. I say we because I used to. Big flex. But usually my audience, the people I'm trying to speak to, because I've been there, suffer because their life is shit. They suffer because they have not even reached 10% of their potential. They suffer because they barely even feel like men. That is exactly what most of your rivals are, man. Most of your rivals feel like that on an everyday basis, and they're not man enough to be a little different. You see, there is a power when you take yourself from someone who struggled to someone who thrives. You see, but no one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna spoon feed you this shit, and that's exactly why you need to do it. Because your whole life you've been spoon fed. Whole life you've been coddled. You don't fucking need that. You don't fucking need that at all. What you need is to do the fucking work, and you know this, and you want that. And yet sometimes you don't fucking do it. And now, if you want those characters, if you want to be that fucking guy, why do you tell your brain that it's okay that you miss a day? It's okay to not go 100% today. What you are telling your brain is what you can tell yourself. And if you tell yourself, oh, it's okay if I don't 100%, you are wiring your brain to think like that for the rest of your life. You need to change that, and to change that into being the kind of brain that has high quality characteristics all about it. Why you work while others sleep? Why you do this shit while others are fucking doing jack shit? There is such strength that comes from it. And I hope that in this jumbled mess you kind of understand that on some way. But there is such a strength that comes from doing the work when nobody else will. Like, I don't know, if you see my other videos, you can kind of tell. But I feel different. I feel stronger in here. Shit, this video's gone on for too long. I need to end this shit. Look, I'm going to tell you something that you're not going to like, but you're going to understand when I finish it. Everybody else, they're going to tell you that you need to have the six-pack, you need to have the trillions of dollars, because they're trying to sell you courses, they're trying to sell you products that do that shit. They're trying to bait you in. They're going to try and tell you, hey, yeah, if you want to talk to girls, you need to be just like this. If you want to make money, you follow this path. Join my affiliates. If you want to get a big ass body like me, sign up for a free email and get these free workouts. I honestly, low-key, that works. That's great business strategy, what I described. But they are trying to sell you an idea of what your goals should be. And let me tell you something. Your goal should not be the six-pack and the massive body. Your goal should not be the trillions of dollars you can earn. Your goal right now is the mind that can get you there. Your goal right now, I'll say it again, is the mind that can get you to the six-pack, to the trillions of dollars, to the whatever the fuck, to owning a fleet of helicopters at your own personal use. That should be your goal, because that's just applicable anywhere. So what you can do every day is apply yourself to a strong fucking degree every single fucking day, and telling yourself, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna do better than everybody else, or they're not doing shit, and I'm gonna grow from that. I'm gonna get stronger from that. Hell yes, that's what I want to fucking hear. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. I'm gonna maybe make another one. Honestly, fuck it, why not? Peace.